One of the more unfortunate things I've witnessed was an occasion when a parent became belligerent on the occasion of their child not receiving an award that they thought their child deserved. And in truth, their child was very deserving of that award. The child had worked very hard for many years, only to come up short and to watch someone else also deserving, equally deserving, if not more deserving, of that reward. But the parent became belligerent on that occasion. And it was painful to watch. It was painful to kind of witness. And it was obvious, in truth, that there was a lot of pain under that anger. And I think some of that pain, at least in part, stemmed from the fact that this parent probably thought or felt shorted on their own part. They wanted acknowledgement, recognition of all the sacrifice they had made, and received that recognition through their child being recognized in their achievement. I think the parent probably wanted a little recognition that they'd sacrificed and worked overtime to pay for tutors and schooling, that they had been willing to travel far distances to make sure that their child was able to play with the best and against the best in athletics. They wanted maybe, I think, some recognition of all the hours that they spent in taking them to choir practices and fine arts events. And not to mention just the many hours many parents know about helping their children perfect homework and perfecting that knowledge that they need to learn. And I don't think it's wrong that recognition or the desire for recognition motivate what we do. In fact, I think in many ways we're made with this desire for recognition. We want to be recognized for what we do and achievements we make. It's a lot of what we're doing here today, recognizing the achievements of what it took, both in families, but especially in the lives of students, to get to graduating 6th grade. But that desire for recognition, while one that we're created with, is one that should give us pause. And perhaps this weekend, reflecting on the question, why is it that we do what we do? And if it's for recognition or that we desire recognition in doing what we do, where is that recognition supposed to come from? And what kind of recognition should we be seeking? But back to why is it that we do what we do? Why do you and I work so hard? Why do we work so hard every day, day in and day out? Why do we work so hard? Why do we seek jobs where we can better ourselves and our situations? Why do we work hard to better our situations? To make sure that we have enough money to pay for the things that we need, and maybe even more. Why do we sacrifice so much for our children, for spouses, for friends, for family, for parishes, for teams, for others? Why do we sacrifice so much? Why do we volunteer? Why do we give gifts? Why do we do favors? In 6th grade to you, why do you pursue an education? Why do you go to school? Why do you work so hard to get the grades you get? Why did you want to graduate and work toward this achievement? What's the point? the ultimate point. And for some, we pursue these things for recognition only. From family, from friends, from organizations, from our church, from our school, from our coaches. We seek only recognition through a worldly kind of recognition. But as Christians, as Catholics, as graduates of St. Gabriel's School, this is not where we should seek recognition, nor that kind of recognition. Our gospel today talks to us. Our Lord gives us the only recognition we are ever going to need, which is that of being recognized as a disciple of Jesus Christ. That is the only recognition that we should ever need. Our Lord says in today's gospel, all will know you, and all will know that you are my disciples. Why do we do what we do? So that we might be recognized as a disciple of Jesus Christ. Not for accolades, not for awards, not for honors, not for attaboys, not for thank yous, but so that we might only simply and profoundly be recognized as a disciple. And then our Lord tells us how we will be recognized as disciples. If we love as he has loved us. It's not in our achievements. 6th grade, it is not in our achievements that we are recognized as disciples of Jesus Christ. And we are proud of your achievements, don't get me wrong. We are very proud of them. And you have worked very hard to get to this point. But graduating 6th grade, that achievement is not what makes you a disciple of Jesus Christ. It is not what will get you the recognition as a disciple. It will be in reflecting on the question, have you achieved this all with the love of Christ in your heart? Have you loved as Christ has loved us? Have you loved as Christ has loved you? Will you go forward from here with that singular mission? Not so much grades, not so much championships, not so much awards and honors in the fine arts, not so much in getting into the greatest school or getting the best job. But as you do it, have you loved and will you love all? And will you pursue all with that love with which Christ has loved you? And at the end of every chapter, no matter what honors you receive, will Christ recognize you as one of his own, as one of his followers, as his disciple? 6th grade, that will be and is our life's greatest honor, our life's greatest privilege, to be known and recognized as one of our Lord's, as a faithful follower, as someone who received his love and then gave it away in all of our efforts, in all of our relationships, in all of our achievements. As you graduate, have you done it with the love of Christ? And as you turn to this next chapter, will you pursue that and go through that only with the love of Jesus Christ? And so show all that you are Jesus Christ's, you are his disciple, you are his faithful follower.